All right, so we're going. I want to just say thank you again for joining us today. This is the first in our Getting Started series, and today we're talking about sending a message to a group or an individual. So we're going to jump right into the account so that I can show you exactly how everything works and we can go over it together. All right, so the first thing that I want to tell you is when you are logging in online, you want to go to app.skipio.com and log in with the credentials that you set up when you opened your account. And then the very second icon you'll see in the left-hand navigation bar is the composer. And if you can tell, it's the biggest one over there. It really draws your attention to this is where you go to send messages, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click on the composer here. And that's going to open it here in like a separate little pop-up window. And then I want to just go through the different parts of this window with you so you can see exactly what to do. Now, if you haven't already selected contacts to send to at this point, you'll just click on Add Contacts. And here you can select any individual, or you can even select your groups here just by changing this tab here. On the left is the individual contacts, the right is groups. So you can just select a group, hit confirm, and then it's going to put that group in there. This is where you'll write the body of the text. I love to put merge tags in because it makes the message really personal. And then whatever you want to say. I'm not going to spend a lot of time typing for you. One thing that I'll show you is when you do insert a merge tag, which is this third button here, you can see the preview of a message. So if you're sending to more than one person, it's going to show you a preview of a few of your messages. Now, it won't show you every single one. So if there's 50 people in this group, it's just going to show you like a few. And so you can see here in the preview that these names are being populated from those merge tags. So let's talk about what all the icons along the bottom here are. This first one is to set the time and date for the message to be delivered. So if I don't click that and I don't set that anything different and I just hit send, that message is going to go right now. If I want to send it or if I want to schedule it for later today or another day, I would click on this clock icon, choose the day and time that I want it to send. And I'll just pick like this afternoon and then hit done. And you can see that the send button will update with the day and time that the message is going to go. Now, let me tell you like a little important little note. So if you're working in your account at 11 o'clock at night, because you're scheduling messages for the next day, and you accidentally choose a time that has passed, the message will go immediately. So be careful about that. I've worked in lots of accounts at night and almost messed that up. In fact, I have messed that up once. Luckily, it was to nice people who weren't mad, but just keep in mind. So like, for example, if I right now choose 10 a.m. Today, it's just going to send it now because that time has already passed. So just pay attention to what you're selecting there. So if I was looking for it to go at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and instead of clicking on the 6th, I leave it on the 5th, then when I click send, it's going to go right away. So just pay attention to your time and your date when you set those. And just know that if you choose a time or date that has passed, your message will send immediately. All right, then the second button over is for emojis. The third button is for the merge tag, like I showed you before. And there are some in here already. Your custom fields will also appear here if you've created any of those. The fourth button here is for images or videos. A couple of important notes are you want to keep images to 2 meg or smaller. And then just keep in mind that video files will be delivered as a link. So what happens when you upload a video in a text with Skipio is we take that video and we store it on our server, and then we send it over with a link. And the reason for that is a lot of people's devices receive videos differently. I don't know if you've ever experienced like as an Android sending to an iPhone or vice versa, the video will come in strange or not high quality, or you can't see it. Some of those different phone types just don't communicate with each other really well when it comes to video files. So we prefer just to host the video file for you and send that link over so that your recipient can always see the clear and full file of the video. Let's see, the fifth icon here is ringless voicemail. Now you'll need to have one recorded already in order to drop one in there. And if you were doing a ringless voicemail, you would not have any text in the body because the ringless voicemail goes on a different system. So you would click on this icon, drop the ringless voicemail in, and then you can send it. And we are planning on doing a separate training on ringless voicemail, but I'm just letting you know that's what that icon is for. The last icon is for your message library. The message library is a great place where you can create, edit, delete, and store messages that you use over and over again. You can click on the plus sign here to add a new message. You can click on the three dots next to one you already have to edit or delete it. And what it allows you to do by clicking on this message library is just drop in messages that you have saved there so that you don't have to retype them over and over and over again. So a great use for this is when you have sent out some kind of promo information or event information, and you have a lot of people asking the same question, so you need to provide a similar answer over and over again. I love to just throw that in my message library, because then all I have to do is click on this icon and then click that message and it drops it right in for me. I can also edit it once it's dropped into the body of the text, but that's where you would do that. All right. The last thing I want to show you on this screen, on this composer, is the message mentor. Now, when you are sending to a group, you'll see this message mentor appear, and it's going to basically just kind of prompt you if there's anything in the message that isn't the best, or if the message looks really good. So one thing you'll see is like, if you put a bunch of caps or a bunch of exclamation points, then you'll see like, ooh, that looks like spam. This isn't a good thing. So you might want to change that. You'll see if you put in like a bunch of caps, that'll say, hey, that's excessive capitalization. It looks kind of harsh in a text and doesn't really encourage responses. So the message mentor just kind of has your back, just checking out your message and letting you know, hey, there might be something about this you want to change. All right, I think that's everything in the composer. Now let's talk about going into like a conversation that you already have established. So once you have sent a text and you've gotten one to reply, you'll see those established conversations appear here in your inbox view. If I click on any of those people, it'll open their conversation here and I can see the back and forth. This works the same from the address book. If I click on contacts and I click on the first name of my contact and pull up her profile, I can click on messages and I can see the message history there and I can reply right here, right in the conversation. So this is another way to send a message. When you're in the messages tab and you're in this inbox view, you can click on any of your conversations and respond right here, right back to that person. And then let's talk about sending messages from the address book itself. So a couple of things here. You can just click a few contacts and simply click send message, and it's going to open that composer again with those people that you had selected. Let's talk about when you're sending to a group, because there's a couple of important things here. So just as a quick review, groups are the ones that you've created. So let's click on this group that I made. When you want to send to the whole group and you for sure want to include everyone in the group, you'll just click on message group. And when you do, it's going to bring everybody from that group in. So again, when I'm in a group, I basically have two options here: message group, which you can see right here, and then that send message button is still up here. Now let me talk to you about a really important difference here. Regardless of whether you have any of these people clicked, if you click on message group, it is going to send to everyone in the group, no matter what you have selected or not. When you click on message group, you are telling the system, I want to message this whole group. So let's say you have a big group of maybe, 50 people, but there's just like 2 or 3 people you don't want to message. So what you would do in that case is you would select all. And the way you do that is click the checkbox next to the top name. Then while holding the shift key, click the checkbox next to the bottom name, and that will select everybody in between. Then you would just uncheck those couple of people that you didn't want to include. And instead of selecting message group, because again, that's going to send to everyone in the group, you will click on send message. When you click on send message, it only goes to the ones that you have chosen instead of going to the entire group. So again, I have a few selected here, but if I click message group, it's going to this whole group. If I click send message, it's just going to the ones that I have selected. So that's the important difference when you're trying to send to a group or you're in a group choosing to send a message. Now, one thing I've seen is that users will click on message group and then they'll say, well, there's a couple people I don't want to message, so I'll just click on this and I'll take out the people I don't want to message. Okay, let me explain something really important. When you click on the group icon in your message in this composer and you open this up, can you see how it says group name right here? What you're looking at right now is editing the group itself. So that means you can change the name of the group here. You can remove people, you can add people, you can edit, but you're editing the group itself, not who the message is going to. So I've seen people do this to remove a couple people from a message, and then they're like, why did my group change? Because this is actually editing the group. So again, I just want to reiterate, if you want to message the whole group, for sure, message group. If you want to message a few people or most of the people, you'll need to select who you want to message and then click send message. If you select message group and you click this here, you are now editing the group itself, not just who this message is going to. So just keep that in mind when you're sending messages. All right, that's it. It's that simple. That's how you can message an individual. That's how you can message a group. And Janet is going to show us real quick how you send individual and group messages on the mobile companion app, because we did just want to get your eyes on that so you can see how that works as well. Janet, can you show us that?
Sure. Let me just go ahead and share my screen here. Okay. So here's a view into my phone, and then you'll see my Skipio app. If you don't have it, you can go to your app store, look for Skipio messaging so that you can find that companion mobile app. And then when I open it up, you'll see my inbox. I can respond straight into a message if I click on that name and respond. If I want to send a message, you'll see that top pencil icon on the top right next to the search inbox. And I can go ahead and add a person to my message. So I'll just click on a name, and then I can compose my message here. Now, if I want to send to a group, then on the very bottom of my screen, you'll see down here at the bottom, contacts. I can select contacts, select the group that I want, and then you'll see if I select my group, it gives me the option to send a message or add them to a campaign. So I'll select message, and again, I can start typing in my message. Now, if I want to find those same icons that are in my desktop version, like the merge tags or attaching an image, all of that lives under that plus sign on the left-hand side. And that's where you'll see that I can insert that merge tag or contact field, a photo, and that kind of thing. Or if I want to schedule my message, I can go ahead and click the clock icon on the right-hand side to schedule the time that I want to send it. When I'm ready to go, then I'll just hit that arrow on the right-hand side and it will send it either right then, or if I've scheduled it, it'll know to store it and send it during that scheduled time.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Jana.
You're
All right,
welcome.
so as you can see, sending a message is super simple, either on the desktop app or the mobile companion app. I love to do most of my work on the desktop app just because I do, but a lot of people use, I know Jana, you use the mobile companion app quite a lot too. And I love that we can take it on the go because sometimes it's just necessary. So did we have any questions about sending messages or sending to groups that we didn't cover yet?
So I don't see anything.
Okay,
Yeah, it looks like we're good.
great.
Davida, did you say yes that you have a question or yes that you just agree? um,
All right, great.
I haven't seen any questions. So if there is one, then send it off to us. Oh, wait, here we go. Here they're coming through. Oh, that's a great question. I've gotten this one a lot lately. Jen, can you explain what the nameless contact is when they're
Sure.
receiving messages?
Yeah, so when you get a newer nameless contact, that means someone has messaged your Scipio number that you don't have any contact information for them before they message you. So they are not saved in your address book in any way before they have sent you the message. So what happens is when someone texts your Scipio number and you don't have them in your address book, the system will capture their number and it will just put them under new and nameless. So if it's someone that you know, that's when you'll want to go in and update the profile of that contact with their phone number and their information.
Great, thank you. And then Miriam was asking about her Skipio number. When she sends a message to introducing her number, maybe, I believe there's a merge tag in there that can share your Skipio number to them as well when you're sending that message. And it just says my Skipio number and it'll show it on the right-hand side. So clicking on that brackets, right?
Yeah, you definitely can do that. I mean, if you're sending to a contact for the first time, they're going to see the number that it's coming in from, most likely. If you just want to be able to see what is my own Skipio number, you actually just go to the profile bubble in the bottom left here, and the number will show here under your information. So if you're ever just need to get your number because you don't remember it yet because it's new, that's totally fine. Just click on that profile bubble again and you'll see it right there. All right.
Right.
Okay, ladies, thank you so much. Well, I should say ladies and gentlemen, we might have gentlemen with us. Thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your questions. If there's anything that we didn't get to, again, just go to that resource center, click on that second article down that tells you how to contact support. And we would love to connect with you and help you in any way we can. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Jen.